Forever. Dog.
Wait, yeah, so tell me, why did you say you're scared of dolphins? What's the...
We should all be scared of dolphins.
Oh.
Okay. Are you guys serious? Sharks, generally speaking, are very docile animals.
Yeah.
They don't attack unprovoked.
Your father has left the conversation.
Most likely.
No, I'm listening.
Okay.
Dolphins, however, enjoy tormenting, torturing, attacking. Yeah. Okay? And first of all,
uh-oh. Oh,
you know
there's
what?
The finger. First of all, fingers up, listeners. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It's 9 a.m. for me here in Vancouver, and I've already had 2 full meetings this morning. I'm feeling a bit hectic.
I don't want to hear it.
I'm feeling a bit scattered. So,
When was your first meeting?
7 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Why?
And then 8 a.m. to now.
Who was
Because
meeting it?
That's bad.
It was a
business
meeting with
practice.
somebody in the UK. So, but also I lost my AirPods and I can't find them. And so I'm back on.
Wait, guys, I just realized we all have wired headphones today.
We all have wired headphones today. Mac, why do you have wired headphones? We're the AirPod crew.
I had
We
my
went
girlfriend get me a
hard.
pair of wired ones because the AirPods kept dying at weird times, and I was just like, fucking all this new technology, none of it fucking works. I need a
You're like,
wire
I need consistency
that I can stick into my phone.
Yeah.
And so I got this, and it's fantastic. I love it, except for that it doesn't have noise canceling.
That's
But like,
so funny.
People should use these.
I love it. This is reminding me of like the people who are now buying like the new flip phones. Like they're a flip phone, but it's not from the 2000s, you know? Like this is a flip phone that is brand new from 2024, but people are like want the clicky keyboard. And now you're purposefully buying wired headphones. We're like,
listen, this is a great invention. I know not everybody's talking about it and not everybody's thinking about it, but I'll be the first to say we should all be using these. This is a great idea.
Bluetooth interferes with microphones, so that's why I use the better sound quality when you use wired headphones.
Oh, that's good to know too. This
Incredibly
really is like
functional.
history just repeats itself.
Well,
It's like
podcasters never stopped using wired headphones if they were using headphones.
But I just mean if Mac's now like using wired headphones on purpose for whatever reason.
I just lose headphones, so I won't buy an extremely expensive pair of like wireless headphones because I just
They have the Find Me feature, which is that's my saving grace. Is I know
if you
they're somewhere
find them
here
in time. If
know.
they're not dead.
I guess, but I lost mine. Like I haven't used them. I haven't had them in my presence in like almost a week, and they're still telling me where they are, which is somewhere here, but I can't find them. I haven't had time since 7 a.m. to find them. But what I'm like, so Mac, if you're saying like, I'll be the first one to talk about it. I'll talk about wired headphones, but you're talking about something that's from like a past age. Are you still
It's
like a
about
hipster
reclaiming
for
it.
wired headphones?
It's really about reclaiming it.
Wow, you're doing the work.
Yeah, if something is going to be popular in this generation, we need somebody from Gen Z to really like step up and be like,
Yeah.
this could be something cool. This could be something great. This could be something functional. And I'm okay with being that person.
It's like first it was bucket hats, now wired headphones.
That was all Ashley, actually.
The bucket hats.
Actually, that was Ashley's move.
That was Ashley.
You gotta stay out of the sun. That's why I
Hey,
have
same with
perfect
the camo.
skin.
You were the first that I saw with the camo over on this team.
I'm just
And the bucket hat, like you're a trendsetter. How is everybody? How are you guys doing?
Okay.
No follow up?
How are you, Mac?
Oh, that's all we're getting. That's all we're getting from Ashley.
Oh, I'm okay. My right ear is really hurting because I hit it yesterday, and So the earbud is like pressing into a spot that hurts. So I'm like,
How
maybe I
did
should
you
take
hit your
that
ear?
With
headphone
your
out.
fist?
No, I just lost my balance and like hit on a door frame. I was like walking too quickly through the door frame, and sometimes I don't have very good coordination. But yeah, it's not.
I lost my balance while walking through a door frame. Like you were just
Do you guys
walking
wanna
straight
hear
and
a
you lost
horror
your
story?
balance. Yes.
About my other ear.
Sure. Yes.
Okay. My
As
ears
long
have
as it's
been
not,
problems
like,
for me my whole
as-
life.
Is it
It's not as horrific as
horrifying
the door frame.
No, not the door frame, as the allergic reaction, because I've thought about it every day since you
It might
showed
be
me
worse.
those pictures. Oh God. Okay. I'm ready.
It might be worse. Okay.
Okay.
So when I was a kid, I was at a picnic, and I was
Kid,
playing
what
tag.
age?
6th grade, 5th grade. How old are 6th graders these days?
11.
11.
And 12.
Okay, around 11. And I was playing tag or some game where you're like in the grass. I fell and my head like landed on the ground. My head landed on a hornet's nest in the ground that was like in
Mac.
the ground.
Oh, Mac.
It gets worse.
Oh.
Two of them flew into my ear.
What?
I think that's
stung me
actually a
numerous
miracle
times.
that it was not more than that.
In your ear?
Inside of my ear. My mom
They
had to
flew
stick her finger in
to-
and pull them out, which she was so brave for that. That's another moment where I'm like, parents really just do anything for their kids and don't even think. Like, she didn't even think twice. She just
How
fucking
big are your
raw
ear holes?
dogging.
That you're fitting 2 hornets and a pinky?
How big are
Not that
hornets?
big. It could have been a different wasp species, but it was something that made a nest
if I
in the
put my
ground.
pinky into my ear, that it fills the ear. Like I'm
Well,
not pulling anything
but
out of
you
my
have to
ear with
think
my
about-
pinky.
They probably were in the back. Like you're thinking
Okay.
about the little hole, but
Yeah,
there's
I'm
like all
thinking
this
about the
ear
li-
out here.
Okay, the cartilage.
Anyway.
Okay.
I got
Around the
stung a
outer
couple
ear.
times in my ear.
There's all this ear out here. We're out here with this ear. We are out here.
It was horrible. It was crazy. I couldn't hear out of that ear for a while, and I remember watching Spider-Man that night with an ice pack on my ear because it was so swollen.
Can I ask you a question?
I
Did
just
your
couldn't
parents
hear.
consider going to the doctor?
We did go to the doctor.
You did.
Okay, so hornet in the ear.
That's how you know it
the
was scary.
line. That's the line.
Wow.
We don't play with that. No.
Had you been stung before by a bee or anything?
I got stung by bees a couple times because I was like very outdoorsy as a kid.
Right, but was the ear the first time or
Was that my first time being stung in the ear?
no? Was that your first? Like, I'm wondering if the
Oh,
hospital was
no.
because this was like, is she allergic? Is she gonna die? Oh wait,
I
no,
don't think
allergies
so. I
were
think
not
they were
a
just
concern.
like
I forgot.
I
they
think
were
you
just
can
kind
get
of like, this
stung
was
in a
crazy.
sensory organ, like when you,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like if something
Yeah.
happens to your eyes or your mouth, like you get. That's important that you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember the aftermath that much except for watching Spider-Man. I just remember the actual moment that the wasp entered my ear.
that's horrifying.
Anyway. Yeah, but that ear's fine right now.
It's the other ear.
It's the other ear that's causing me
So
problems.
you built up no resilience.
No. You'd think my ears would be stronger after that, but no, unfortunately.
You think that you'd be like, oh, a bump on a door frame? No big deal. I actually had hornets in there once. But you're like, no, ow. Oh, ow. I bumped it on a door frame. Oh.
Well, I was wearing headphones when I hit so it like pressed the headphone in. So
Yeah.
that's why it's like such a
Okay.
specific spot. But
Right.
anyway, that's my ear problems for the day.
Ugh.
So how are you guys? How are your ears?
My ears are all right.
Okay.
This reminds me of one of my favorite stories, which is when one of my ex-girlfriends got a massive pimple in her ear
Ow.
and I popped it for her. Like I went in there and popped it.
Okay.
And first of all, how do we feel about pimple popping?
Love.
Okay.
Love.
Love. Alayna,
Best
you're
thing.
wrong.
No, listen, I love
Blackheads?
yeah, no, like all like between me and my partner, that's like love it. But
I will
the
watch.
thought
I
for
can.
anybody else, or watching videos
I wish
of
it were
makes me feel
socially
like I'm going to
acceptable
throw
for
up.
me to pop other people's pimples. I
I've
wish
met
we
your
lived
kind.
in
I've
a
encountered
world.
your kind before.
we live in a world where where we can't do that, and to me, it's just like this is a service. This is like intimacy.
Yeah,
this is
monkeys do it all the
friendship.
time.
Exactly. Why can I not go up to you and be like, this needs to be cleared?
I met a massage therapist one time outside of a massage therapy context, and she was talking about how part of the reason that she
anywhere else.
Yeah, but I'm clarifying because it's not like she was massaging me while telling me this.
Yes,
we were like at a park, and she was saying because now she like does dental hygiene or something. And
switch up.
She was telling me that one of the reasons that she stopped doing massage therapy was because she just wanted so badly to like pop everybody's stuff on their back.
Stopped. That's
but
not
now
why
she's
she
like
stopped.
doing teeth, so it's like that's part of it. Is now she can like get in there and pick all the stuff off
she's
the
not.
teeth.
No,
Teeth is not the same as pimples. It's not. I wouldn't imagine that would be the same.
If you
level
were
of
a dental
satisfaction.
hygienist and you got to get in there with the little hook and like
No, that
scrape
grosses
off
me out.
everybody's stuff, that's
No, it's
satisfying.
No, that's
different.
really gross.
What?
That's nasty.
That's
Why
different.
did you
That's
say that?
different. That's different.
That's disgusting, Alayna.
Listener, write in. Tell Alayna that she's wrong.
The teeth
I love
scraping
when
is
Elena's
like
wrong.
dry. That's like a dry kind of.
Yeah, that's part of the reason
pimples
that it's
there's
disgusting.
liquid.
Teeth are not dry. It is in
No,
the
but I'm
wettest
saying
hole.
the stuff you're scraping off is like dry, flaky kind of.
No.
Ew.
No. No.
I don't like this one bit.
Bro, no.
Why are you? I'm so confused.
Are you fucking
this is
flossing, dude?
backwards. This is backwards.
Okay.
Are you flossing? That shit is wet.
Yes.
That shit
Well,
is wet.
Yeah, but when they're in there scraping, it sounds dry. It sounds
It's not.
like
It is not dry. Teeth are
the
just
mouth
hard.
is the wettest cavity.
It is. Okay, I will fuck with a pimple popping video. Like I will sit and
I'll watch
watch
it over
that
and
shit.
over again.
Yes, I'll watch.
I
There
can't
aren't
even
enough of them.
watch-
There
You know
aren't enough
what?
good ones out there.
People
Why?
know that now, and so now they make the ones where they purposefully don't pop it until way later. And I'm like,
Ew.
fuck you.
I
Pop
can't
it.
even be
and you
here
know
for
they
this
can get it
conversation.
out, but they're waiting, they're edging, and they're just like, watch till the very end. And like sometimes the reaction is a little visceral in my body, and I get uncomfortable with that.
I'm feeling
Because
this
I'm like-
viscerally in my body currently.
I feel it viscerally in my body as well. It's so satisfying. And Jen and I are big. We love to groom each other. We're big on that. Although there are rules because Jen takes, she's got a lot of rules. Me, I'm like, go fucking wild. I don't give a shit what you do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
See, there,
Take
I'm
me
on
to
board
town.
there. But this, like, strangers, I don't want to.
No.
I don't want to watch. I don't want to see. Even on those videos
We're all
where
human beings,
where
Alayna.
it's like
This should
have you seen
unite
those
us.
plastic things where it's like even just a toy? They make these like plastic,
Oh,
and then
I
they
don't
like
like those.
squish the white
It's
stuff
not the
out
real
of the
deal.
toy.
Do you know what she's
No.
talking about, Ashley?
Yeah.
Ew! All of it is
That's not the real deal.
Alayna, I think that you should let me pop some of your pimples sometimes.
absolutely not.
Sometime.
Absolutely not.
This is one of the reasons we're not together anymore. You just didn't want that intimacy with me. And it's needed. I want to know who's not letting their partner pop their pimples.
Well,
yeah,
then
that's
it's like
an
who's
interesting
doing
question.
If my
Exactly.
girlfriend wasn't letting me pop her pimples, but she was like coming home with a pimple that had been there that was then popped,
That red flag.
where were you? Who were you with? What were you doing?
Maybe a sibling. Greer and I would sometimes pop each other's pimples.
Yeah, me and Mattia would do that too. I would be offended
I
if
don't know.
my partner wasn't
See,
letting me
that
do it.
even feels. I don't.
Of
I
course,
really-
because no one else should be popping a pimple. Like, that's insane. Unless
Ashley,
it's
do you have a
me,
tool?
in which case invite me over. I will do them. I'm so good too. I talk a big game.
believe
Jen
that.
will say I'm not that good, but I am that good. She was surprised the first time. She was like, "No, you shouldn't. No, don't do that." And I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna
Oh,
I'm gonna
you know
fuck you
what
up.
makes me sad though when I think about is because it's like, oh, if your partner's not like popping your pimples, who's doing it?
Well,
The
you,
one, huh?
you are doing it.
No, but like the one thing that I'll see online or that I'm like, oh, this is, I'll maybe sit through it because it's emotional, is like old men that go into the dermatologist or whatever, they go in to get a facial and on their face, they just have these massive blackheads because then you know that they're alone.
Okay, well,
I object.
that doesn't
I
make me
object.
sad.
That makes me
Because
sad
these
because
massive
they have no one.
blackheads, Like,
have no one
as
to
you get
get it.
older, I don't really know why that happens. I'm sure someone could tell us, but I don't think I don't think a non-professional should be fucking with those really big ones.
She's absolutely right.
Not necessarily really big ones, just like where they've got, they just have on their face, and it's like someone should be getting that.
I feel that I know what you're talking about, and yes, I think the bigger issue is why is no one washing their face?
Well, yeah, but
like, how did it get to this point?
my how did it get to this point is clearly there's nobody else close enough to them in their life that's saying, hey, this is a problem. You should either let me get it or you should wash your face.
We should watch some right now.
No.
Oh,
I think so.
That.
No.
Live
I
react.
would really love that.
Oh.
You ever see just it sucks because you go and watch the ones with the biggest, and then everything else is such a letdown. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. You can't go back to the little ones after you've seen a really solid big pop.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna the pimple of my stomach is gonna pop itself out of my mouth.
You have a pimple on your stomach?
No, I'm gonna vomit is what I was trying to say.
Oh.
Does anyone have updates?
I was trying to think. Things have just been a bit hectic, so I don't have much. I guess probably my most interesting update is that my girlfriend has left on her big kayak trip. So she's gone.
Right.
Oh.
Can you explain where they were going again?
Yeah, so they are kayaking the entire west coast of Vancouver Island. So
How big is that?
600, 700 kilometers, huge.
How long
It's
are they
huge.
kayaking for?
A month.
Holy, you're not
For a really long time. Yeah, they're out there on the open
Wait, I don't
ocean.
think I knew about this.
Alayna, are you gonna cheat?
I'll have to, I'm gonna consider it. I need someone to pop my pimples.
If she comes back with no blackheads,
this.
you should be concerned.
Yeah, she comes back. She's actually not tired or dirty at all, and I'm like, wait a minute, something's going on here. Your back should be a mess.
You should call that dental hygienist massage therapist.
I actually have some work for you. No, I think that they're a little bit out of their minds, but also I get it.
How many people is it?
It's 3 of them. So it's her and her brother and then a friend of theirs.
Glad there's a man out there. You need a man.
2, yeah. 2 men, thank God.
Everyone's going to be mad at me for that.
Men and also bears. So it's best of both
is
worlds.
it dangerous?
Yeah, that's the part, that's the only part of this whole trip that I'm anxious about, is that this is no, not necessarily the bears, because they're pretty bear safe. It's more the water. The west coast of Vancouver Island is open ocean, so it's the waves and the currents and everything is intense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what makes me nervous. But
What
I know
kind
that they're
of
also
sea life is
careful
in the area.
Oh, also, yeah, that's a great question. All
Can I
sorts
look
of
that
sea
up?
life. Yeah, of course. We're not so much sharks and stuff, but
Can I say
lots
something
of
that
whales.
this reminded me of? I'm working on this joke about the beach and how if you want to find out if someone's autistic or neuroatypical, take them to the beach, because only people without any trauma or issues are okay at the beach. Jen thrives at the fucking beach.
Yeah.
Okay, me,
Yeah.
I'm in a fucking bucket hat, rash guard, sand gets on me. Max immediately looking up ocean life. Even the thought of the beach, we're doing we get into special interest land. Okay.
Yeah.
So just a theory. The beach
Interesting.
brings out people's differences.
Well, think about all the collections you can acquire.
There we go.
Sea glass.
For
There
me,
it is.
it's teeth.
Sea glass.
For other people, it's shells.
Sea
It's
glass.
rocks. It's
Yeah.
what else?
Sea glass.
Seaweed. Oh,
Sea
sea
glass.
glass. Sea glass.
Say sea glass, for God's sake.
There's something else. It's on the tip of my tongue.
What else can we collect?
Okay, weirdos. My point has been made. And sorry. But just a little side note, little joke I'm working on.
That's great.
That's really funny. Okay, guys, I'm going to read you a quick list that came up. This is sea life native to the Vancouver coast.
Yes.
First up was
Vancouver
sea
Island?
otters.
Oh yeah, tons of
is that
otters. We
different?
see those all the time. Well, because so if you go to the west coast of Canada, like as far west as you can go, that's where Vancouver is, right? We're on the west coast. Then there's like water, so a huge inlet, right? And then Vancouver Island. So then you hit the east coast of Vancouver Island. Go across Vancouver Island to the west coast of Vancouver Island, and that's where they are. So that's open ocean. So the coast of Vancouver, I don't know, but it might have different sea life than the west coast of Vancouver Island. I'm actually not sure. But around here, tons of otters, tons of seals. Sometimes you get whales, sometimes you get dolphins, but those are more rare.
Dolphins.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll get dolphins. I haven't seen them out here, but like up the coast.
Wow, it is huge. She's doing this whole coast.
It's huge. Yes. They started not even
Are they going into these little inlets, or are they sort of staying along the outside?
Well, they're staying along the outside as long as it's they're staying along the outside, and then they would be going into inlets as much as is needed to be safe. In terms of how far in they would go would depend on the conditions.
How
and
are you going to
safety.
be made aware of her progress?
They have a satellite phone. It's called an InReach, so I can actually track them. You want to see? I can actually.
I need to see
That's
where they are right now.
incredible.
I've been watching. Right now they're on the most northwest peak. The farthest northwest.
Cape Scott Provincial Park.
That's exactly where they are. That's exactly where they are right now. And they've already gone from somewhere called Port Hardy. So they started on the interior, the like northeastern.
I see it.
They started there. And they are now currently kind of have come around the tip and are beginning.
How are they getting back to their car? Is someone
descent.
else picking up their car and dropping it off in Victoria or something?
So their dad dropped them off in Port Hardy, and I'm going to go pick them up in Victoria.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the route that they're doing. It's absolutely next level.
This is pretty intense, dude.
It's intense. Yes, it's intense. But luckily, they have the InReach, so I'm in contact. She's letting me know every day that they're okay.
Can I see the satellite phone?
Oh yeah, sorry. Well, I don't have the actual phone, but I can show you the
Oh, it's an app.
It's a website where I can
This is
links
intense.
to their. Yeah.
I'm scared of
Correct.
the dolphins.
My sister hiked 350 miles of the Appalachian Trail.
That's sick. See, that I would like to do. The water, not for me.
So they're camping on the beach at night?
Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
They've
I
got
hope they
all
don't-
their food.
What are they
They've
doing
been
about
prepping.
weather? Because on a trip this long, weather.
Makes a total now these next couple days the weather is not good. They're thinking they're going to be stuck where they are currently in Cape Cod Park for the next couple days because the winds and stuff is bad, so they can't go on the water.
Cape Cod?
Holy shit.
Or whatever you said, Cape Scott Park.
Cape Scott, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's where they've given themselves more time than they actually need to account for weather and things like that, so that they can stay safe. But yeah, it's they're kayaking for 6 hours a day, 30 kilometers.
Are they going to go see Nicole? Doesn't she live on this island?
No, I don't think any of them know who Nicole is.
Okay.
What? Everybody knows Nicole.
Unfortunately.
She's out there chopping wood. They
be
paddle
chopping.
past. Oh, hey.
Just a
Okie
salute.
dokie.
Yeah, probably. But for reference, the kayak weekend trip that I did a few weeks ago, we kayaked not even 5 kilometers. And I was like, okay, I'm ready to get out of the kayak. Let's camp here. I was like, I'm done. This is enough for me. I'm nauseous.
This is insane.
Yeah. And they're
2
doing
years ago,
30.
Jen and I rented kayaks for an afternoon, and we paddled across a pond.
So you get it.
I get it.
And that's
You've
how
been
it was
there.
meant to be done. This is insane, dude. You're going to have to keep texting us updates. I'm
Yeah.
scared of the wildlife that will be encountered.
Wait, yeah, so tell me, why did you say you're scared of dolphins? Why? What's the...
We should all be scared of dolphins.
Oh,
Are you guys serious?
Well, I think I understand in theory the basics that they're like.
Here's the thing.
They're like a bit not very nice.
Sharks, generally speaking, are very docile animals.
Yeah.
They don't attack unprovoked.
Your father has left the conversation.
Most likely.
No, I'm listening.
Okay.
Dolphins, however, enjoy tormenting, torturing, attacking. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how this reputation of dolphins being like cute and sweet and cuddly, they torture their trainers. There was one dolphin, and first of all,
Oh,
you know
there's
what?
the finger.
Sometimes people
First of all,
deserve things.
fingers
Sometimes
up,
you have
listeners.
the consequences of your actions when you lock up wildlife in a tiny little pool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Blackfish.
dolphins, what's blackfish?
Right? That's that movie?
You don't know Blackfish?
It doesn't sound like something I would want to know.
Okay, it's a documentary
it-
about orcas.
About orcas in captivity.
Yeah, I don't think I could handle that. That's horrible.
Well, the blackfish
But-
kind of gets its right.
Yeah.
Isn't that the whole thing that the
They-
orca
Oh,
kind
It
of gets
has
its?
a happy
Yeah.
ending.
No, but
No.
there's some
Did you
revenge,
guys
which
ever
is
see
pretty
Free
cool.
Willy?
Yeah, it's kind of the same idea about real life.
Well, maybe I would like it then.
Okay, so what happened with the dolphin and its trainer?
There's a story of this dolphin. I
Is
don't
it
know
true?
the details.
You gotta get Mac
It's
away from the
true.
water. It's too
It's
stimulating.
true. There's a story of this dolphin, and basically it was killing its trainer and just kept like dragging it down to drown the trainer.
I'm pretty sure this is
But-
covered in Blackfish.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's true. It happened. But dolphins also have this reputation. They also like to torment other wildlife in packs at sea. It's a form of enjoyment
I think
for
I
them.
have heard that. Yeah.
I think that's sick. I think that's awesome. It just
All
goes
I'm
to show.
saying, they should have this reputation, okay? It shouldn't be this like
Right.
who decided that they're like these cute, fun animals. Like you can
Right.
hold on to their fins and swim. That's fucking
Yeah.
weird.
like
but-
you're concerned about the inaccurate representation.
Absolutely. And then sharks have this horrible reputation, and they're gonna fucking go extinct.
Of course. Yeah, it's got to come back to the sharks. This makes sense
Like-
now.
It should be flipped,
Yeah.
and the I don't know
And
how
we're
it
harming the
happened.
sharks because of it.
Yes.
Well, we eat sharks. There are people who eat shark fin, right? So that's like
yeah, and it's
and then
medicinal
also
in some
probably
cultures.
something related to the temperature of the water and stuff like that.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I
we
will
love
be
sharks. We
praying
hate
for your
dolphins.
girlfriend on this trip. I also saw that there are killer whales and humpback whales, which is really cool.
Come to Vancouver, Mac. I'm sick of saying this.
I literally got my passport so that I could come to Vancouver, so
Exactly.
I can actually come anytime.
Can you come
That
soon?
was
'Cause
crazy.
can you come before school starts?
That was crazy to say.
That was crazy to say. And you said it. You said it, you did it. Should we take a question?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look. I see a question about formal attire that we could answer.
Okay.
Where does everyone get their formal attire? I'm not super masked and don't feel comfortable in full suits. Parentheses, I'm not sure if that's because I've never tried one that actually fits. But I don't like dresses or feminine attire. What's a happy medium and or what's your go-to? I have a cruise in December that requires formal attire one night for dinner and possibly a wedding in the fall. Any thoughts?
I love the formal night of the cruise. Okay, just FYI, as a cruise person, the formal attire is very optional. There are tons of people who don't do it. So
Okay,
I'm
that's
not
good to
meaning
know.
to, it depends on the brand, but certainly if this is Carnival, formal attire is a very loose term. And it ranges, some people go full ball gown and tux, which is insane. It's actually insane that anyone would ever wear a tux on a boat. I think tux on a boat went out of style when the Titanic sunk, but there's no need for anyone to wear a tux on a boat. It's a fucking boat, dude.
It's a boat.
Okay. So next thing is, and those people looked ridiculous. And it's just like there's a slide,
Right.
yeah.
Sometimes there's a pickleball court.
Yeah,
We don't need a
not,
tux.
You don't need a tux. But I will say if it's like a super fancy brand, maybe the culture is slightly different. But on Carnival, for fuck's sake, no, you don't have to obey. I mean, like, no, there are people who fully didn't do it. So just putting that out there, no one's going to kick you. No one's going to throw a man overboard because you're not in a dust. So funny. Like, what are they going to do? Sit in your room.
Yeah,
no, they're not. You're a paying customer. They're not going to do that.
Okay, I'm not familiar with cruises. There's literally a themed night that's like
they do
formal.
all kinds of like this. It's like sort of Disneyland for adults. It's a little. I'm about to shit on some people, so please don't come for me, cruise people. But like, you all know how like what trash you are. So like, let's just get that out there. We all know that cruise people are trash. Okay, so and I worked for the cruise. All right, so I'm the worst. I'm the biggest piece of trash. I'm trash on the trash. So, but yeah, it's just like they do different themes for things. There's themes every day and activities every day. And the amount that you want to participate in and out of these things is really up to you. But like sometimes there's like a formal dinner and like they want you to dress nice for the dinner. But there's all different places that you can get dinner on the boat. Like it's really not a big deal. Yeah. So... But regarding formal wear, like, I think, Mac, I don't know if you agree with this. Like, you don't have to go full suit. You can wear, like, a nice pair of pants and nice shoes and a belt and then have, like, a more feminine, maybe, like, a shirt that's, like, unbuttoned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like something like that if you want it to be slightly more femme. I feel like I see that all the time from some people that are more chapstick kind of.
Mm-hmm. I love
a
nice
you can
pant.
do suit how you want to do suit.
Yeah.
Totally.
Like it doesn't need to be, the suit's not a one size fits all type thing. Like do it up. And what was really, first of all, check out Theo James on TikTok. I don't know what their Instagram
Love a
handle is.
recommendation.
But check out Theo James. I was in contact with them for a minute because they put together like a cool little lookbook for me and it was like so sick. And it was like the first person that recommended something to me that I was actually into.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, this is stuff I'd actually want to wear. But it was like what Ashley's saying where like the open shirt thing, or like there's a pretty almost feminine detail on the button down shirt that you're wearing, like with the full fit.
And there are
It's
more
like little
feminine.
stuff.
There are very like sort of medium suits that are like a little more femme,
Yeah, because that's the other, like feminine presenting women wear suits all the time. So
All the
it's
time.
really, it's just like how
That's
do
actually a great
you-
place to get inspo from is like femmes who wear suits. Femmes
Also,
in suits.
I like getting
By the
inspo
way,
from
femme in a blazer, truly the hot. This is from the other podcast, but I talk about this all the time. The hottest, just the absolute hottest thing in the entire world, a femme in a blazer.
Real.
Alayna, you were saying something about like what you're into. You were like, I like it when.
Yeah, like I love a nice pant, like a straight leg nice pant that can be so many different things with exactly like a long sleeve button down kind of blouse, black belt, couple necklaces.
There
like
you go.
that's
There's your
there
fit.
you go. You're dressed up and you look good.
Look
the other
up-
thing
I
I'll
like-
say is
Oh, sorry.
no problem. The other thing I'll say is I feel like if you want to look, I don't know. I feel like the people who look very kind of seamlessly put together, and if you're kind of nervous about wearing something more dressed up, and your concern is more like I want to look like I belong there versus, but also like I want to feel comfortable. Stick to neutrals.
Yeah.
Like I feel like neutral colors, like white, black, brown, tan. The people, I feel like when I look at someone in an outfit, I'm like, oh, you just look like put together, cool. That's a good place to start, is like a black or brown pant, white button down, black belt. Like keep it to kind of the neutrals, basics, couple pieces of jewelry. You're going to look great.
I like checking out, like looking up men's fits at like the Oscars or the Emmys or stuff like that.
Oh, that's a good
because
idea.
They
Yeah.
usually, seriously, like one of the most helpful, like I found wedding inspo from looking at that kind of stuff because it's obviously very formal, but it's also very unique. And you see a lot of little touches like Ashley was talking about and little things that you wouldn't see if you just like looked up suit.
Especially
or, like,
now because men
suit.
are like dressing very femme.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot more femme looks
Yeah.
going on. And there's a lot of women wearing suits as well. So it's like you're going to see some good inspo. Like even right here, I'm looking at, what's the name of this kid? I think he's Spider-Man. Who's Spider-Man, Mac?
Tom
Mac.
Holland. I don't think it's him. What? Andrew Garfield?
Oh, the flowy guy. Who's the flowy guy? Timothy Chalamet.
No, not Timothy Chalamet.
Oh.
Yeah, Andrew
Tobey
Garfield.
Maguire?
And here, there's a
Okay.
picture
I
of
was like,
Andrew
no way.
Garfield wearing a tie, like a kind of flowy tie that you see a lot more women wear, but he's wearing it with his suit. And like, it doesn't look overly feminine or anything. He looks great.
Yeah.
So like, that's just an example. Or like, yeah, there's, oh my gosh, people are wearing all different types of stuff now. So
Yeah.
you should definitely just.
That's a good idea, looking
Look
up the
that up.
Oscars. Yeah.
And then one more thing is like, if you're trying things on and you feel like you really like the idea of the outfit, but something's just off, kind of look, this is more general too, but kind of look into like different styles of fit and like pay attention to where things are fitting you. Like, are the shoulders too big for your body? Like what's fitting where? Because you cannot underestimate a tailor. Like little things that they will do truly can change the entire look of the outfit. So maybe even paying less attention to what the actual outfit is and putting a little bit more attention into like having it tailored, which
Yeah, a tailor's huge, and a
be
really,
stressful.
you know, a more high-end suit company, they'll tailor it for you. Also, like, I know this is a really hard one, especially when you're on a budget, and like the more higher end you go, I think the more kind of unisex options you're going to get, unless you go to like a really specific, I don't know what Everlane is selling right now, but they have a lot of more gender neutral kind of stuff, which I really like. But like, if you're going to go shop, you have to remember, like, if you're going to go shopping in the opposite sex, you know, section, if you're going to go into the men's section, like, it's probably not going to fit you as well. And that might be one of the reasons why. I'm assuming this person is, you know, like a double X chromosome body or whatever, but like, whatever that means, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's probably not going to fit you as well, which is why it might be better to use a tailor to fix, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's just
especially
like,
if the outfit is going to be for something for like, you're like, yes, the cruise, but then they also mention a wedding, you know, so it might be
better
worth
to go like to a higher end if you're going to use this for the rest of your life and get like a classic neutral. Like I had my suit was from the women's section, and then I had it tailored in certain ways that and I bought it a size up as well so that I could like take in where I wanted to take it in.
that's definitely the way to go. Yeah. And it's good that you're giving yourself time.
You're right about how you only start to find more unisex kind of middle of the road options as you go to the higher end brands, which is irritating. But yeah, if this is something that is going to be multi-purpose, multifunctional, you're going to keep it for a long time, it might be worth it to look at a bit of a higher end place,
Like,
or getting it tailored.
I'm looking at the 2022 Oscars, what Timothy Chalamet wore, no undershirt, and a lot of men are wearing either no shirt under their blazers or like a very low cut shirt, which is super feminine looking, and his blazer is super cropped. It's like really cropped, but big shoulders. It's very interesting. So yeah,
And that's
cool.
if you want to go full suit, you know, you could even like my go-to, I have one like nice pair of pants. I got them from Aritzia. Well, they were actually a present, but like, and then I had them tailored just at the bottom because they were too long on me. But now I'm like, that is my pair of pants, you know, like that is my nice pair of pants, and I can put any kind of button down For me, I do like a more flowy kind of blouse or like, you know, whatever, button down long sleeve shirt. And then you do like a half tuck or a full tuck or whatever with a belt. Boom. That works for anywhere.
If you're shopping and you can't find something that fits you for formal wear, just know you're not alone. It's so the other week, me and my girlfriend, she got like something from her work and they wanted us to go to a premiere that night, and it was like formal. And she luckily found a dress. I was like, oh, I guess I'll go like look for something, see if I can find. I could not find a suit with a 6-hour period. You know,
just
like
already
it just
fit
doesn't.
you. Yeah.
I looked at so many different places, and dude, it just does not fit. Like some of this stuff looks so ridiculous on me that I was like, there is no helping the fit of this suit, even if I could get it into a tailor on time. So just like know that it's not an easy task.
Yeah, it's not easy. And like, I don't know, the first time I felt good in formal wear was I was like 30. You know what I mean? Like it took me so long to figure it out. And it was like a lot of work on Pinterest and stuff like that. Also, fit. This is a different topic. Do you ever have this question where you're like, is this a cool outfit or is this person just have an incredibly has an incredible body and these clothes fit them perfectly?
Is this a good outfit or is Jacob Elordi just wearing it?
Yeah, like there's this account called Humans of New York that Jen and I look at all the time, like for fashion stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're looking at it and you're like, this is a dumb outfit, but this person is a god.
Yeah.
They're just like tall and lean and like everything looks like it's falling off of the hanger. You know what I mean? Like, and I did this one modeling thing for Target once, and the clothes looked so cool. We were flipping through the book, and the person directing the photo shoot was like, here's the secret to make these clothes look so good. We have a tailor here, and we cinch here, and we do all these things for the models to make the clothes look better on them than when they go to the store. That's why the outfits look so good. So don't shit on yourself.
Are you allowed to say that? Are you going to get in trouble for saying that?
Yeah, that was like insider trading.
That was like inside info.
I don't think
feels
that
scandalous.
I think people know that the clothes are tailored on the model.
It's kind of
I didn't know that.
You have to.
Really? I didn't know that.
Okay, dude, if you like, my girlfriend always has this problem when we go into a store and she sees a shirt she really likes on the mannequin and tries it on, and she's like, why is it way bigger on me than it is on the mannequin? And then we go look at the mannequin, and it's because it's like super pinned back. So like the extra small wasn't actually the extra small on the mannequin, and so it doesn't fit her.
For my special, we pinned my clothes. Like there were pins in the back of my jacket.
That makes sense.
Like, you know, that's why people look so good in the clothes, because they're tailored for them. So just don't underestimate the value of a tailor. Also, don't beat yourself up. Like, because I know for me with clothing, like I can really get in my own head and spiral about like why I'm not looking good in this thing, and it's like because you're not doing the magic tricks because there's no Photoshop here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, you know what I have beef with? And I know we need to wrap this up, but I have mega beef with shoulder pads in blazers. Whenever I try on a blazer I really like and it has shoulder pads, I'm like, okay, I actually look like a knight right now because I have shoulders. And so if you have shoulders and you try on a blazer with shoulder pads, I
have shoulders, bro.
Yeah, I have
The thing is, my shoulders are so big and strong.
Actually,
My shoulders are just so jacked that, like, if I put on a jacket with shoulder pads, I just look like. Why do I have 4 sets of shoulders?
Dude, like so bulked up, it's insane. You couldn't even imagine. It's huge.
It's huge.
And I don't want to like open the jacket and cut them out because if you spend a lot of money on a jacket, well, I don't want to like rip it.
Yeah, but if it doesn't, if it's for you and it doesn't fit you,
go to the tailor and have the tailor do it.
Ugh.
Jen does these things for me. She can sew.
She pops your pimples. She removes your shoulder pads. It's match made in heaven.
What can't she do?
Did we have for dinner?
Shoulder. Protein powder. We had protein powder, bro.
No, we had one of those. We had like one of those ready-made camping meals.
MRE,
like a bag that you'd like a dehydrated camping food on the beach.
Damn. Okay. Those are so
I'm
good,
your dad,
actually.
Ashley Gavin. Welcome to the Chosen Family Podcast. Please donate.
Oh,
Patreon.com/Chosen Family Podcast. Can I just say, WHGS fans, you fucking rock. We have a way higher donation rate per capita. You fucking rock.
Man.
In order to make a $1 donation, by the way, you have to like click on it first and then adjust the amount. Just if you're going and you're like, why can't I just donate $1? You have to click on, I think, $3 or something, and then change the donation. And then you
can change it.
Just sniff around in there, okay?
Yeah.
Be nice.
That is what keeps this podcast going. Like, there's
and
three of us.
And WHGS fans, you're the best. You guys rock. And if you're not watching WHGS, maybe think about why those fans are so much more invested in the other podcasts.
Also, I'm Alayna Joy, and I'm your mom. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate those of you over on Patreon. Mac is baby. Okay, we're going to introduce the next one right up top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Chosen Family is a Forever Dog production, hosted by Ashley Gavin, Alayna Joy, and Mac INGEMI. Edited by Danny Jewell, executive produced by Mariah Nicholas. Forever Dog Productions is Joe Cilio, Alex Ramsey, and Brett Boehm.
Forever.